keep talking, you won't listen. Fight the system, fight the system, yeah.
Hey guys, it's Jay.
And Danny Green.
Today we have quite the treat for you guys. We have a miniature diorama created by our good friend Noah, aka Mega City Minis. This is an incredible diorama, and it's actually an homage to a real-life location, which was affectionately called Red Nails 1, which is a wonderful comic book store, which I'm not even sure if it even exists anymore, at least not in this iteration, but this is actually the way it looked when it was in its glory, its heyday. It's absolutely incredible. Look at the amount of detail. We can see vines here growing up the wall, no parking signs. We can see this wonderful vista here. There's actually something inside. I see some shopping carts. This is a wonderful, rich look at this wonderful diorama and the graffiti everywhere. I mean, this is amazing. I love the little bits and the little details like the Doritos bags, which are strewn everywhere. The little, bits of garbage and some of the additional growth, like some of the grass over there. Even this pole, I mean, wow. I swear I've actually been up and down this street and I totally remember this lamppost being the way it was, but we can see some remnants of some friendly neighborhood Spider-Man hanging around. I mean, he just left his webbing here and went right back into the comic book store to pick up the next issue of The Amazing Spider-Man. This diorama truly is amazing, but check this out. If we come around across to the side, we can see that there's some wires here. What is that? They're attached to a couple of battery backpacks, and if we turn these things on, check this out, everybody. All three of them up, lights come on, and it is showtime. That's right, we can actually see a little bit on the inside here being illuminated, but the inside of the store is now open for business. Holy crap, guys. That is truly amazing. And now we can literally take a peek inside the store. There seems to be a shopping cart in there, along with just racks and racks of comics, and you can just grab that and pick up the latest issues in this comic book store. Now, under regular lighting conditions, this set is already incredible, but if you add a few of these little lights from Ulanzi, they become freaking amazing, and you can really see how the magic starts to happen. But then you turn off the lights, turn on the lights inside the inner sanctum, and all of a sudden, it's like the 1990s never left, and Red Nails is back in business. Add an LED in a sort of blue tinge to give a little bit more atmosphere. Put in a second light, this time in a little bit more yellow, and finally add a third light, and now we really have set the mood for something truly special.
Okay, Jay, you have to hand it to S.H.Figuarts. These figures are sick. Finally able to get Hobie with his regular head sculpt. The Marvel Legends version is just a little bit strange as the body was just not the same on the second release. And when it comes to articulation, S.H.Figuarts is on another level. Double elbows, double knees, waist twists, and just the way he can move in different directions. This figure is next level, yo. I just wish they were the same size as Marvel Legends, but other than that, he's almost perfect. Okay, back to you, Jay, and don't take his clothes off again, okay?
Alright, let's take a look at Mezco Ghost Rider. Holy crap. I mean, the head sculpt alone is absolutely frightening. I mean, look at those flame effects, the head, and those gaping eyes, that sinister stare. I mean, that is the stare that brings fear into the hearts of men. It's absolutely crazy. It almost looks like the skull is actually cracking with the flames coming out. It's amazing. I don't think the mandible is actually movable. It's actually fixed in place. The soft goods, Mezco is just killing it with these, man. You literally can, to a certain degree, zip up to the zipper. The articulation is awesome, but of course, this being soft goods, it does restrict the character in a certain regard. I think you can pretty much only go about that much. You can actually go a little bit further than that, but you can see how the material just bunches up on that corner. But this pleather that they're using, the material itself, is really nice, and it does actually have a little bit of give, so it doesn't snap back too much, and that's actually the real beautiful nature of this figure. He can move his arm up about that much, and twist, as I said, about that far up. The elbow is a double elbow, but it doesn't quite make it. Again, it's a little bit of a struggle on that end. And the hands do have full 360 degrees, as you can see here. Just beautiful stuff. I do love the details on these. Look at the cuffs themselves. Really look like, not exactly pleather, but just the pockets. Everything about the soft goods, just next level, everybody. I love the folds that it actually creates in this pleather material. And of course, even his belt, that looks amazing. It's a whole nother level on top. The buckles, as well as the legs, we can see here, same situation. The legs can pop up about that far, which is really nice. The knee is a double knee, but it is a bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually quite frightening to do that. You can actually see how it's stressing the leather bits here on the stitching. When you're posing this guy, be very careful, especially here in the crotch area. I know I'm showing his crotch. The back of the pants as well, they can probably kick back about that much. You can see how it's actually really stretching the material, but other than that, it's really cool. He can do the splits to a certain degree, about that much I think, before he split his pants. As far as the boots are concerned, they look amazing. The ankle articulation, very well done. Rocks on the rocker, and of course can do a full 360 degrees, probably around that much to the left, that much to the right. Pretty good range of movement, and he can probably kick about that far forward and about that far back. Not too bad. He has one more trick up his sleeve. His head honestly does not move very much, at least not as much as what you would expect. It doesn't actually wiggle that much, and there's a reason for that. It does do a full 360 degrees, which is awesome. It doesn't look up very far, it doesn't look down very far. That's pretty much all you can get out of this guy, but there's a really good reason for that. If you remove his head, it's a headless horse. No, I'm just kidding. His head is more like an ethereal type of skull, and it looks awesome, really. But the reason you take it off is because this has a really cool party trick. If you flip this tiny little switch right here, the magic happens. Check this out, everybody. Oh, he starts to glow. Look at that. Now that is frightening. I love the little flickering it does. And in the dark, oh, this thing is just menacing as heck. That's crazy. And this really works well with his other numero uno accessory. Just before we get to that, Ghost Rider does come with a few accessories. The first, of course, being his chain whip. Oh my gosh. Danny Ketch, it's just a flame whip attachment, but it looks so nice. The detail on this is incredible. All of those chain links look so well done, and the patina type of weathering they put on it for the paint apps, just beautiful. Then you come down a little bit closer and you can actually see this wonderful blast effect fire. Oh, it's just so good. And of course it's in that same translucent plastic that they're using for the head sculpt, and it just ends with this crazy mace type of weapon at the end. And the way they've curled this around, it just has a life of all of its own. I mean, like, look at that. It just really is wonderfully animated in and of itself. But once the magic is really when you put it in Ghost Rider's hands, affix it onto his hand here. I believe he is right-handed. So we'll just pop it in there. Oh, just incredible. That is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Danny Ketch, the Ghost Rider. We'll just lift it up ever so slightly. And this is the Headless Horseman version. Just like that. And we'll grab his head to complete the look. And look at that. He is ready for action. Wow. But there's even one more attachment with this figure, which I think you guys have all been waiting for. Going all the way down for this one, guys, because this one is freaking huge. Oh my gosh. Yes, indeed. It is the signature bike for the Ghost Rider. Not the Ghost Driver. This one is the Ghost Rider. Oh my gosh, guys. This is absolutely insane. Let's take off these blast effects and we can take a quick look at this. Check it out, everybody. Now, this obviously is a very stylized version of Danny Ketch's motorbike, and it looks absolutely thrilling. Check out those translucent wheels. Those are just stunning. And of course, the body. It is very stylized. It's not like any other vehicle. Very similar to the way Marvel created a brand new bike for Danny Ketch, but it looks incredible. Oh my gosh, look at that. The rotation on these is just wonderful as well. Look at those spikes on the actual rims. The brake lines as well, just beautiful. I love it. I love the overall design here. Very much inspired by the comic, but at the same time, something very unique all on its own. And of course, it's been really well thought out by the Mezco designers. I just love it. It's even got what should be a gas canister right here. And there's a lot of things here, especially some hidden items. You know, twin cam engine, right? We got 2 strokes right there. And of course the kickstand, the actual brake and clutch. Yeah, man, this is just beautiful. The kickstand itself, I think it works. Yes, it does. You can actually kick it down, and it will actually prop up the bike itself. Awesome. And of course, look at those wonderful details here. I love the patina on the overall paint apps. And of course, look at that seat. Ghost Rider has to be comfortable, right? But this has one more trick up its sleeve, and it really is quite stunning. And in order to get the full effect, we got to put back those amazing blast effects. We'll have to look at them quickly, though. This is the front wheel fire flame effect. Hasbro actually ended up doing something very similar with this very similar type of color scheme as well. It does look pretty awesome. You can see where the wheel actually sits in the groove here. It's really well done. And then on the back wheels, oh, look at that fire trail. That is just insane. Really reminds me of the Phoenix Flame that they finally brought out earlier this year. That looks awesome. That's where the wheel actually sits. And look at that trail. I love the sculpting. It really looks like it's just streaming out as the trail comes. Whoo, right? Just looks amazing and freaking incredible. But for the full effect, you got to put these together. So let's do that right now. And there it is, everybody. There is the flame effect in its full glory. Oh my god. It literally looks like this thing is just streaming like a bat out of hell. Flames everywhere. Just gorgeous. And as I said, it has one more trick up its sleeve, I think, which we've all been waiting for. Check it out. There are two small buttons which are integrated into the sculpt. One is right here, where you can see it right there on the left, and the other one is actually right here on the right-hand side. By depressing either of these buttons, the magic really truly happens. Check this out, everybody. Watch this. Beautiful. And on the other side, it does something pretty impressive as well. Clicking on this button. The effect is much more pronounced in the dark, obviously, but even in this well-lit environment, you can still see that there is a lot of effects going around. I love the different little lights here at the bottom, which you can see strobing on that there. You can see it's reflecting off of the back wheel, or the front wheel here, and on the back wheels you can even see how that effect is pronounced. A little bit of strobe on the wheel itself, as well as here on the back. It's absolutely incredible. And then there's even the highlighted wheels here on the eyes of the top of the bike. And as I said, it's just a wonderful effect. This is a dream come true for all Ghost Rider fans. Ghost Rider, everybody. This is absolutely incredible. I think that Daddy Ketch is ready for action, and he's going to be taking on quite the foe in Spider-Punk. Let's see how these two get along.
When there's nothing that's left to lose, there's only one thing that's left to do. Break away all these traces, see what's on your mind. When the world is about to fall, and you think you might lose it all, run away, they will try to make you stay in line. No way you should fold under pressure. Get away, they're gonna try to test ya. It's gonna take more than that to impress ya. Stare them in the face, tell them you can't stop me. Forget them all, story now. It's a house of cards, you can blow it down, but it has fallen down. Freedom was the issue, don't come by and they come.
Wait.
Grab your torches, load the pistols, fight the system, they won't get you, where they want you, just keep swinging, get them off you, they keep talking, you won't listen, fight the system, yeah. Oh, just keep doing what you used to, take a
Good stepper. Yep. Where's my chuck?
Looks like Spider-Punk and Ghost Rider have their hands full. Huge thanks to everyone who helped make this happen. Mega City Minis for providing his miniature and figure smalls for the background diorama, and the lead designer for the animatics. On behalf of Danny Green and myself, Mega J Retro, we want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos every week, and check out this next video. We'll see you there.
Try to test ya. It's gonna take more than that to impress ya. Stare 'em in the face, tell 'em you can't stop me.